Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And if you're new, thank you for visiting me for the first time. And to all my loyal subscribers, I appreciate you coming back again. Now today I want to be showing you my little recipe journal I made. I had so much fun making this. And because you guys know I love paper crafting and I love making journals and albums and different things. So this is an album that was inspired by Rosa Kelly, but I had to take it and make it my own. So the paper line that I used for this was called Farmer's Market. And it was such a beautiful paper line. It inspired me so much. It reminds me almost of the Pioneer Woman style. Just the colors and the flowers and things like that. So I really enjoyed working with it. So let's just jump into it. Oh, and for those who watched part 1 of me making this, I do apologize that I did not get part 2 out. If you caught my little blurb of a video this morning, you would have seen that, I have a new remote control and it says on and off to record, and I didn't hit the record button right, so it didn't record. But if you would like the measurements of this album, you can shoot me an email, and you'll find my email description in the description box, along with my Instagram and my Twitter accounts. So let's just jump into this. So I wanted to keep the cover kind of simple because it's going to be open and closing a lot, and I didn't want to have a whole lot of stuff on here. So I just used some gray paper to kind of pull out the gray from the little galvanized buckets. Then I used one of the piece of the paper line. And then this little thing down here that says Farmer's Market is actually, you remember every time I tell y'all to keep these little strips when you cut them off the paper, you never know what you'll do with them. Yeah, that little Farmer Market design is just the end of the little paper strip that you cut off the 12 by 12. And I just popped it up on some of my wonderful Dollar Tree foam tape. I love this foam tape as well as their double-sided tape. I've heard some people say bad things about it, but I've never had a problem with it. And then this is just a cut apart from the paper line. I love it. It just says the best memories are gathered around the table. And then up here, I just put one of the little stickers from the paper pad that says making memories. So when you open this up, it has these pockets all the way along. And then these have recipe cards in them all the way down. Now, some of these recipe cards are from the paper line. They were in the cutouts. And some of them are from the Dollar Tree because I couldn't believe my luck here. Let's see if I can find them. The recipe cards that all came out with the matching notepads and all this stuff, I've had these in my stash for a very long time. I just inked them up a little bit, dirtied them up a little bit, so they would match, and put these in here. And they just match the paper line really nice. So those went in there. And so I just have recipe cards all the way down, like so. And then this is just cut out from the paper, and I love that. Bless this house. Now this over here is kind of different. It's a stacked hinge system, but not in the spine. But you need this spine right here to be about 2 inches or 2 1/4 inches so that you'll have room to do your flips. Now, what I did was I created pockets, and these are huge pockets on here, and you can put a lot of recipe cards and stuff in there. So I only put a few in each pocket because, if you're like me, sometimes I don't write recipes down. I rip them out of a magazine, fold them up, stick them in my recipe folder. And I thought this would be a nice way to do this. So I just created pockets with lots of space in it. You just cover it with a paper line. And then these are some of the stickers from the paper line here. Also, I inked everything. I mean, every recipe card, every page, every piece of paper with my vintage photo, my Ranger Distress vintage photo. And so then it opens up like this. Now, what I did on this side, and this is going to, I just dropped something up. This is going with the person, whoever gets this album, is the little paper pad, little notepad. Y'all, this is the cutest thing, and I just couldn't believe how well it matched some of the stuff in this paper line. So, you see this is a sticker from the paper line. All I did was cut this down to 6 inches, and I left them all stuck together, of course, and then I used some Fabri-Tac, and that's what I used to put my whole album together. It's Fabri-Tac, so you don't see any glue lines in here. And then when the person gets to the last page, all they have to do is pull it off and leave the last page stuck down here, and then they can add some more to this. So, but this is going to go with it. And then on this page, I just put some little cutouts on here, put some recipe cards in here like this. Now this opens up like this, and on this page over here, it's just that I made a little tuck spot instead of a pocket. And I put a recipe card in there, but they can put pictures in here, maybe something they cooked or whatever. It's kind of like a little note section. And over here on this side, this is a large pocket I've added so that they can put recipes they get from the stores or whatever they want in there. Then this opens up like this. And then just another recipe pocket. And I created a flat pocket on this side. Just kind of cut some of the bulk down and put some recipe cards in it. But I love the fact that I created the pocket with the recipe card. So, and then here it has one of the large pockets in it. And just some more recipe cards and paper from the paper line. And I did cover everything up. On here I didn't leave any blank natural cardstock pictures. And then you turn it over once again and have to hold the things in here because this is really made for room for a lot of different things. And on this side, I just created a little tuck spot with one of the little cards, cut aparts, and I just stuck a recipe card in there, a little sticker here. And on this, it's just the same thing, a large pocket, and then just recipe cards. So that goes there. Then we open up one more time. And on this page, I love this set right here. It could not have gone better with this paper. So on this page, I put this little gem. This is all part of that line that came out from Crown Jewels at Dollar Tree. And this is what I used. And this is going to be going with the person who buys the album. And that's the same thing. And look at this. With the paper. I mean, I just can't. I couldn't believe how well all this went together. It was like it was a sign. That's why I hoarded all of those things. So on this page, this is the one more page to flip, and then these are some of the recipe cards from the paper line, and you can just tell how much you can stuff in these right here. And I think I showed you that. So then this opens up one more time. And then I have a flat pocket here with a couple of recipe cards in it. I wanted to keep this pretty flat in the back just so we wouldn't have so much bulk. And then I took some the seed paper that came with this paper line, and I just cut these out and glued them together and then made a little tuck spot out of it and put a recipe card there or maybe a picture of a dish that you created. And like I said, all of it is inked and everything. So I just really love how this turned out. So I just fold it back like this. And then that goes back like that. And then it closes, and you can see how much wonderful room you got in the spine back here. And then on the back, I just put in a little flat pocket, just some blue cardstock, and a little sticker up here that matches the paper line right there. I thought that was really cute. So I just kept that really simple and plain because you know you want to put it back and you want to make sure everything opens up flat so that you can get to it and it's not, you know, too bulky. You can read your recipes, pull them out. I just think this is really cute and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. So if you like it, oh yeah, on the spine, all I did was take some stickers. I'm going to have to glue these down a little bit better, I think. But I got welcome to our roost here. And then the little paper line, the little stickers had these cute little buttons on them. And they just kind of got lost on the paper. So I just took my, 1-inch circle punch and punched out the holes. and then put a little button down the middle of it. So I just thought that turned out really cute that way. I didn't want to put a tassel or anything like that on there because it's just too much, I think. So this is my recipe album. Let me know what you think. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. You know, I'm trying to grow my channel as well, and thumbs up help YouTube notices me. They probably don't notice me very much, but you know, they might one of these days. So yeah, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please think about doing that by hitting that button down there that says subscribe. And don't forget to tap the bell. YouTube should notify you every time I upload a video, depending on what you choose in the menu of the bell, and depending on what mood YouTube is in that day. Anyway, if you're interested in this album, it's going to be $50 shipped, and all the money from this album is going to a nonprofit that I started called Artful Expression. And if you've not seen my other video about that or heard about that, let me tell you just really quickly what Artful Expression is. Artful Expression is a nonprofit, and it was designed to help encourage children and teens to express their emotions, their feelings, and everything in the form of art instead of other destructive ways. And hopefully I will be traveling all over the United States, setting up these little pop-up art studios. They are absolutely 100% free. So they are typically I designed it to go to lower income areas where a lot of schools and stuff have, you know, done away with art programs, and that is so sad because research shows that children who are involved in some type of arts and stuff really cognitively it helps them. But that's where I want to step in. I want to make sure that every child has a way to express themselves through art, regardless of the ability to pay for it. And that's what I'm doing right now. Everything that I make and produce will be going to that. And what we provide the kids are, every child will design and make an art journal when we do the classes, and they also will receive a little duffel bag that's full of art supplies. And I'm so thrilled that Dollar Tree is going to partner with me with this, and Michael's and Hobby Lobby are also going to help to some extent. But, you know, for some of us, we've been Dollar Tree supporters. I've been shopping at Dollar Tree for as long as Dollar Tree has been in existence. And while they don't sponsor my channel, I'm just very happy they're willing to sponsor my nonprofit. So if you would like to help, I'm going to leave a link below in the description box. We accept Zelle and PayPal. So if you're interested in this, it also is going to come with a handmade card and designed in this paper here. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today and to listen to me ramble on. You know, it's just my life. If you're new to my channel, you'll get used to it. I'm just a very real person. I'm very sincere, very, you know, I'm pretty much an open book on here, even though I shouldn't be so much sometimes, but anyway. So I just appreciate you being here watching. Please make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you've not done so, and have a wonderful, blessed day.